Let me just bring the chat up quickly. Thank you. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Lovely to see some of you here, and really appreciate AmplifyFE and all the wonderful people that support that and support us. And thank you for the opportunity today. It's been really, really gratefully received. We've got lots of interesting things going on at the BLC currently at the moment. So it's a great opportunity to kind of showcase that and go through, you know, some of those technical advancements that we're making. So wanted to start first of all by kind of introducing what the BLC is. So for those people that are here that aren't members of ours or haven't got a clue what the BLC is, let me make a start with that. So we are a e-learning creation company, essentially, that was born through the Heart of Worcestershire College, where I work. The BLC, or Blended Learning Consortium, has been running for almost 10 years. It will be 10 years in a couple of months' time. And over that time, we've kind of learned quite a lot around kind of effective e-learning and looking at different ways of presenting online learning and e-learning in different ways. We have had, over those 10 years, 160 members, FE colleges, learning providers, and unique kind of learning centres within that. So a huge network of people that are a brilliant resource for us to be able to kind of support them, but also they very much support us in what they like and what they want from an e-learning kind of perspective. You'll hear me kind of talk about the community quite a lot around the Blended Learning Consortium community, and it's a fantastic community to be part of. And you know, this is not a sales pitch at all, but you know, the work that we love to do in collaboration with our members, and love how we can promote our members' kind of innovative, you know, projects that they've got going on, is a real kind of testament to this business and how long it's been going for and how successful it is. Essentially, we predominantly provide e-learning packages for educational organisations, but over the last kind of 2 to 3 years, we've kind of branched out into some different areas of online educational learning tools. So you'll see me go through the presentation a little bit later about how and why and what we're doing there. But essentially, we have over 4,000 individual e-learning objects within our catalogue. So that's a huge range of resource, spanning lots of different vocational subjects, spanning lots of levels and lots of unique kind of talking points and learning points within that. And again, I'll show you a little bit later about how you can access that catalogue to see what we do. Again, more recently, we've obviously seen a lot of feedback from our members that video resource is becoming very popular again and used in lots of different ways. And I think the fact that, you know, we have got the skills, we've got the ability to be able to do that within our BLC team, we meet that need of what members are asking for. So again, I'll show you some examples a little bit later on of what that looks like and how you can use those. So that's a kind of bit of an overview of what the BLC is. The BLC model, now every year or every kind of development phase, again, you'll hear me kind of go through that, each member will pay £5,000 into a pot, and that money essentially gets used to pay the development team and the content writing and any kind of research and development that we need to do for those resources. It normally works on a kind of calendar year, where members tend to kind of pay for that year's worth of development. But at every point, we go out to all of our members and ask them to sort of vote for what subjects they like, and we get really, really good results from that. Each year, it's growing in numbers and in those voting processes. So it's very much driven from our members about what they need and what sort of holes they need filling in regards to online learning. So again, it's very kind of successful in regards to, you know, that democratic voting process, which is fabulous. We've just gone out to do our phase 10 voting just before Christmas, and we have got those results in now, which I'll obviously talk about a little bit later. But it's very good to see that there's new subjects coming in every phase that we develop, and again, you know, things become more prevalent, you know, in subjects. You know, things like T levels are starting to come more across education organisations, so it's great to see those kind of subjects as well. Something we always do, and we always have done, is we provide the source files for each resource that we make to our members. Okay, that essentially means that they're able to rebrand them or kind of adapt them to make them more relevant for their organisation. Again, we've had specific members that have asked for a specific way that it's worded or, you know, presented. So we tend to listen to those requests and make sure that we support our members in that regard. So for new or past members, you know, we've always kind of sold that as a, you know, these resources can be made more personalised for your organisation. We also have the opportunity for members when they join us, new members for example, to buy into our back catalogue, which again is over 9 years worth of development. So you're looking at around about kind of 3,500 resources from year 1 to year 9, and we've kind of rebranded those as phases now, development phases. So as I said, we're about to kind of drive into our phase 10 in this calendar year. So yeah, by the time this year's gone, there's going to be almost kind of 5,000 resources that the members and people can access as well. So some of the member benefits that I've wanted to raise today really is the community that we have with these members. We really work closely with a lot of these members, and we've got great relationships over the years that have started to kind of really work in massive kind of collaborative projects that we've done. Again, I'll allude to some of those later on. But the community for me is something that I absolutely love about working in this area. It's learning from others and the ability to be able to share best practice. And that's not just with our resources and the usage of those within organisations. It can be anything around ed tech or things that, you know, that people are pushing boundaries with and you know, are willing to share that information with others. And we get a lot of members that, you know, approach us to be able to share that across our network, which is brilliant. So I'd always really encourage that moving forward. As we are so kind of, you know, embedded in education, and the fact is that we've got, you know, a good network of colleges and people and individuals, we're able to kind of work with other ed tech companies across the sector to provide those members with exclusive offers. You know, we have kind of, you know, money off offers, we have exclusive access offers, or we have trial offers, things like that, that, you know, to really new, engaging and fabulous different digital tools or companies. So certainly worth kind of exploring that with us if you haven't already. And again, those things come all the time, and we tend to communicate that on a regular basis with our members as well. We don't just offer, you know, e-learning resources and that's it. We don't stop there. We appreciate that a lot of our resources need to be housed in virtual learning environments or unique sort of systems that organisations have got as part of their infrastructure. So we try to offer as much digital support as well. You know, we work with a lot of members that use VLEs like Canvas and Blackboard and Google Classroom and Microsoft Teams and Moodle and things like that. So we have got quite a lot of experience around how, you know, you can use our resources through those different tools. But again, we're always learning, because you know, it's about us kind of collating that information and being able to share that across our network. We also have a yearly conference, which again is something really great to celebrate the community, and we get lots of different members coming and presenting their you know, their findings and their work that they're doing, again, not just with our resources but across their organisations. And since the pandemic, we've been able to kind of switch that back to face-to-face. So the last 2 years, we've had face-to-face conferences, which have been really, really successful. And this year, no change will be there. We're going to be doing a face-to-face conference on July the 3rd. And hopefully for those people that are following us on the socials, you'll get that information there. I will also put it on our on the AmplifyFE Padlet as well, so that people can get some more information around that. We also do webinars, and we do a spring webinar, which again we've got on the 8th of April. And again, that's open to not just BLC members, that's open to non-members as well. So, you know, we really actively encourage people to come and spend some time with us on those webinars. We have one in the autumn as well. I think we're kind of muting around at the kind of 5th of November currently for that. And again, that'll be very much the same concept, online, couple of hours, being recorded, because we know it's difficult for everyone to attend live events with their lives being so busy. So we try to kind of capture that as well. We always give BLC updates at those things, but we also try and include some innovative work that are working across the sector or membership community that we have. And, you know, that's something that we love to kind of showcase and be able to promote different people and different companies as well in those webinars. We also do kind of unique private webinars as well. We've done some for companies over the years where where they've approached us to help promote their initiatives or their tools across our network. And again, so if you've got ideas and you would like some support around that, you can more than happily contact me or the team to support you with that as well. As I mentioned, all of the subjects that we develop are driven by our members. So we go out to our members once a year for them to sort of vote for the subjects that they want. And we get really good responses for that. So for our phase 10, for example, we had over 160 votes for subjects. And we provide some ideas, but we also give the option for people to sort of suggest their own things. And you'll see a little bit later that that's been the case for this year. As I've mentioned before, collaboration is a big part of our network and our business, and we've got some fantastic collaboration going on at the moment. I'll start with Instructure because they are our sponsors for the BLC, and they have been for the last couple of years, and they're brilliant kind of supporters of ours, and you know, we're really lucky to have them as sponsors. We're currently working on some kind of innovative ways of being able to get our resources more frequently and more easily into Canvas environments. So we're currently exploring how we can work with them to create plugins so that you don't need to keep jumping out here or there to get our resources. You can actually do it within the space that you're working in. So a great advancement for us, but also for Canvas as well. One really big successful project that we've got going on at the moment is with Activate Learning, where we're working together on an XR catalogue, which will include a range of AR, VR resources. Again, I'll showcase that a little bit later on by sharing a link to our website. But we're in our second phase of development with them at the moment, and that's working really well, and it's helping us kind of look and explore, you know, the VR and AR and XR kind of, you know, initiatives that's hitting us hard in education at the moment. Some fantastically skilled people within the Activate Learning team there, and you know, we were very lucky to be working with them. So if you're interested in kind of looking at things like that, please do give us a shout, because we'd be more than happy to give you a demo and also kind of introduce you to the team there as well, who are you know, working on current projects that you'll see much more soon over this coming year. Something that we're starting to explore at the moment as well with South Staffordshire College. The team there, again, long-serving members of ours, and we've got great relationships with them and over the years. We're trying to look at some augmented reality resources that, again, has come from members' requests. Again, something that we look at in-house within our own development team. But again, you know, using their skill sets and their knowledge and their passion around this technology is only an easy thing for us to kind of collaborate on. So again, watch this space with that. We're going to be looking at bringing some resources out in phase 10 with those guys as well. As I've mentioned, promotion is a big part of our business, and we love to kind of promote member innovation. And again, you know, ed tech companies, like I've said before, we've got some great people that we work with and promote and support. They support us with different things as well. And again, digital events and promotions. If you've got something going on in your organisation that you really want to promote, please do reach out to us, because we have a mailing list and we have, you know, communication routes that we can easily promote those things for you. And again, you know, those events that you're speaking at, or you want to promote things, we would also look at having you on one of our webinars if it's appropriate for you as well. So definitely think of us and keep us in mind for that. So I want to kind of dive into the BLC content really now, and what some of the uses that you know, organisations and individuals are using our resources for across our network and sector. And one of the main ones really is around blended learning and remote learning. And, you know, there's lots of different models out there about blended learning and how that works and how that sits in different organisations. Again, you know, part of my role is working internally at the Heart of Worcestershire College, and I lead our internal blended learning programs. We support the tutorial model as well with resource creation. But there's lots of other ways that we can kind of use our resources. So, you know, have a think about what kind of your model looks like and how that kind of can be delivered so that, you know, there's going to be a way that we can probably support with that. Lots of our members use our resources for revision and catch-up work as well. We know, you know, attendance can be quite challenging in FE colleges, as I'm sure you all know. So the fact is that, you know, we can provide areas or resource for students to start revising towards their maths or English GCSE or functional skills exams, for example, or if they've been on work experience block placements, they can provide some resource to support students to catch up or distance learn, you know, from in different capacities. Stretching and further learning, again, pretty self-explanatory. You know, we see, you know, courses and individual programs that use our resources to provide further learning for our students. And you know, there's lots of different ways that people can use stretched or further learning again. Absence cover is something that we hear quite a lot. You know, teachers and trainers will no doubt be off, and those kind of things happen, and it's normally quite late in the day that you know those things are going to be happening. So using our resources to support and continue that learning for colleges is a great opportunity. We at Heart of Worcestershire College use our resources for short and part-time courses, but a lot of our organisations and members do that as well. And certainly over the last couple of years, we've noticed quite a demand and an interest in tutorial resources and how we develop those and can provide those to members as well. So yeah, really, really good kind of uses. And again, that's just a snapshot. There's lots of different ways that members and other people would be doing using our resources as well. So our kind of catalogue really and the resource types kind of have grown very much over the last couple of years. We traditionally, we've always done kind of what we call full e-learning packages, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about how that looks and how they're set up. But a lot of members have kind of come to us around sort of, you know, have we got some of this, or could we kind of work with a little bit more of that, because they're finding that learners' demands are changing, learners' attention spans are changing. Again, you know, since the pandemic, I think lots of people's learning styles have kind of changed a little bit as well. So we're very much driven and on that kind of feedback from students and staff. So we go out to our members and ask them lots of opinions and lots of suggestions that we can do. And of course, we use our own internal routes as well at the Heart of Worcestershire College. So we don't just do full e-learning packages now, we do micro learning packages, again, because we, you know, found over the last couple of years, lots of students like to do short, sharp learning opportunities rather than kind of full fat packages, if you like. Again, like I've mentioned before, videos, we wanted to not just make them interactive, we wanted them to be standalone, so that, you know, teachers that don't use VLEs or you know, online environments can have resource to use and embed those within their PowerPoints, or, you know, embed them in a Teams chat, or, you know, refer to them in different ways. But also we've kind of looked at bespoke resources as well, and we listen to our members' kind of challenges and make sure that we try to support them the best as we can. So, you know, we do little spin-off projects on request as well, and within our capacity if we can. So quite a lot of different things that we do. How we build our content, lots of interactivity through that content. no surprise, you know, students like point and clicking. They like a little bit more things to do while they're learning, not just sort of sat listening or reading. And we try to keep them engaged in our resources as much as possible. We like to try and introduce as much new tech as we can as well. So you'll see a little bit later that, you know, we bring in some 3D models, we bring in 360 environments and things like that. Accessibility is really, really important to us, and again to our members as well. So we always start with, how is this resource going to be accessible? Learner focused, and really important again, you know, how we make sure that we listen to the learners and work our way backwards in our development. That's who we provide the resources for. And again, making sure that all of our resources are cross-platform used. So again, they can use them from mobile to desktop and to tablet, that kind of thing. And obviously pedagogy principles throughout. You know, we start with our learning objectives, we have knowledge checks throughout, and then we also have a range of different kind of assessment types throughout our resources. So I'm going to go through a few slides here about kind of talking about what our resources look like, but I wanted to leave this up just for a couple of minutes, because this is what we call our resources booklet. You'll see the video there. This is quite a large booklet which basically houses all of our resources within. We've got some testimonials in there, we've got some contact details as well. So the QR code will take you straight to a live link essentially. And we update that link every week with the resources that we've developed, and we release those as we go through the year. So if there's something that you think that you want and, you know, that's appealing to you, that's the best place to go. But of course, you can always contact me or the team if there's something, you know, that you're not seeing or that you would like as well, and we'd much happy to have a conversation with you around that. This is our phase 10 development subjects. So these are the ones that the members have voted. So again, you know, really nice to see kind of subjects like maths and English being kind of asked to be developed. Digital literacy sessions, again, you know, that covers a wide range of different skill sets. So we try to like work with our writers on kind of, you know, focusing on what that looks like. A couple of new subjects there: music production and construction level 1. And again, tutorial is something that, you know, is becoming very popular with our requests each year. So we're growing quite a lot of tutorial resource now. And again, you know, there's ranges of different ways that we do that. We do kind of, you know, full packages with that, but we also do a lot of video resource with tutorials. So I'm going to kind of break down quickly some of our resources, and you'll see from the video there a little bit of a demonstration of what our resources look like. But these are what we call our full e-learning packages. So what they are is essentially a full unit worth of learning. So within that, you'll have your learning objectives, you'll have your you know, knowledge checking, you'll have some different types of assessment through that, formal and informal as well, so we can mix that up a little bit. And they are SCORM packages, so that basically means that you can house them within virtual learning environments, and that means that you can track the scoring and track the progress of your learners through that as well. And that's all built in within the package, so you can simply lift it from wherever you want to and put it in wherever you want to. So it's all self-contained. We and the team develop a lot of kind of bespoke interactions within that. And again, big shout out to my team. Well, I've got the opportunity to, the fabulous team of developers that we have at the BLC, long standing as well, and the resources that they create now are just out of this world and looking so fabulous all the time. So a lot of time and effort is spent into the UI and the way that looks. And again, you know, we make sure that we listen to our learners' requests and demands around that. And as you can see, all of the resources that we have are very accessible. They work with screen readers, they work within browsers and different sort of computer setups. So we have narration, we have, you know, real voiceovers rather than robotic voices in our resources as well. So lots of support and options for different types of people and different types of learning styles as well. This is a video resource example, so we tend to keep them quite short. 3 minutes really kind of is the maximum that we do. Again, demands from our learners and members that they want short, sharp information, and sometimes a video just really highlights a point that you're trying to use. These are all, you know, can be embedded within PowerPoints or your presentations or wherever. You know, they live in a YouTube, but we can provide source files to our members as well. So again, they can, you know, there's accessible ways of using them. And again, within all of our videos, we have narration and subtitles, so it supports, you know, student learning styles and disability needs and all sorts of things. You know, we have a lot of learning centres at the Heart of Worcestershire College, sometimes with you know, about the access of headphones. So you know, we listen to that kind of work. So we try and make sure that you know, people can learn in the environments that they're in. And again, very quickly, you know, what we want to start doing more in the present and the future is more micro learning resources. We're finding that lots of these style of resource, you know, short bits of information in nice kind of user interface ways is something that's becoming very popular. And also gamification, we like to bring a little bit more into that, into our resources, because students like to be kept engaged. They like to be kept in different, you know, use and make learning fun in different types of ways for them. We're also doing more scenarios as well, so kind of immersing students in scenarios. We've recently done a refresh of our hospitality resources, and very much looking at putting people in scenario environments to sort of help check the learning that they've had, and kind of, you know, making them make decisions, and then that takes them on personalised pathways. You'll just see that there. There's the hospitality type of resource there. So a different style for us, but it's really exciting for the team, and a different style of development that we do. And again, we bring in some XR, VR, 360 technology into that as well. So yeah, lots of going on and lots of different types that we have. You will find all of our resources on what we call our BLC showcase page. So there's a QR code there, and there's lots of videos, lots of screenshots, lots of kind of information about what we're doing currently. We update that regularly, so when we bring out new resources, so you'll see there some screenshots and sort of video resources examples, and then there's some LMS integration screenshots there as well, that what we do at the Heart of Worcestershire College. So again, you know, showcasing what we do here, but maybe that's some support that we can have for different things as well. So I think I've got just enough time just to say huge thank you for your time today. Really, really appreciate it. And a thank you to the girls at AmplifyFE and the team there for allowing me to present what we do at the BLC today. My name's Matt Beck, so my email address there, if you want to contact me directly. We've also got a BLC team inbox as well, so if you've got any queries or questions that you want to ask me or the team, you can go that you can use that email address there as well. And there's our website there, which you'll find our showcase page and, you know, links to events that we've got coming up. And there's lots of information on there, some guides for members, or lots of other things that we do at the BLC as well. So please make sure that if you're interested, or if you want to kind of reach out and speak and find out a little bit more about what we do, I would more than happily contact you, and then we can have a chat about what works for you and what kind of things you may need in your organisations. So a huge thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend. And again, thanks very much to AmplifyFE for the opportunity to present today. And